I was going to wait for this video to be finished before showing anything or talking about it, but I just can't wait any longer. I'm scratching at my neck about this. The cup runneth over on giggles. I keep laughing to myself about it, so I just want to show you it, at least a little bit from it. A few days ago, my friends and I thought it would be a banger idea to go to a comedy club and perform a stand-up routine, a nice tight five. But we wrote each other's material. We drew names out of a box, and we would write for whoever we got. Kind of like Secret Santa, but instead of giving a gift, we're just giving pure fucking cringe. It kind of became a competition to see who could make the worst stand-up routine that would have to be performed by the person you got from the box in front of an audience. A live audience. And I was blessed. I got Matt. And I knew I could do something diabolical. I think I created one of the worst stand-up routines most of you have ever seen. This shit is so bad, Amy Schumer's probably gonna steal a few jokes from it, and I just need to show you it. So I'm sorry for like the misleading thumbnail here because my section of this isn't done yet. The full video will be complete on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern and go up on the other channel. But Matt's section I do have, and I want to show you it and give you a little director's commentary about the material.
Damn! Woo! How's everybody feeling tonight? That was pathetic. How's everybody feeling tonight? Oh. I said, how's everybody feeling tonight? That's better.
This was filmed at noon on a Monday. Prime time for aspiring comics. A little matinee stand-up. And that wasn't even on purpose, by the way. I wrote this before I knew when and where we'd be performing our stand-up, so I'd already wrote in, how's everyone feeling tonight? And it just so happened that it's fucking first thing in the morning, so that was great. Now, the idea behind it was, I wanted Matt to come out with bombastic energy. That was actually my direction in the script. I wanted him to come out there hooting and hollering, getting people fired up, hitting them with some of these, a little dozy-do. I wrote in a few dabs, just really rancid, foul energy. If I had the option, I would have also had a theme song play like the WWE, and it would have been the fucking Harlem Shake I'd have him try and start for the crowd. I wanted this to just be off the rails, off rip. And kudos to Matt because he sent it. That was 110% out there. Now I do want to mention that I did make a request of the audience to do their best not to laugh during his performance. I was pretty confident that most people wouldn't be laughing anyway, but I just wanted to be super safe because I wanted this to be as brutal as possible, which I know is kind of evil, but god damn it, the result is a masterpiece.
So my name's Nat. I'm from Tampa. Yeah. Whew. Tampa! Tampa! Damn! Oh, fuck. All right. I'm gonna put some smiles on your faces tonight, even though you guys aren't really feeling into it just yet. Let me get a little movement here. So I've been working on some new material. No pity laughs, please. It's all fucking hilarious, though. Okay. Okay.
The audience didn't laugh even a little bit, not even like a small sympathy chuckle. The little giggling you can hear is for me, Aaron, and Chase going ballistic. Because what I wrote in the script is that Matt would be doing silly faces, and he had to turn around and then turn back around real quick with a silly face. I wanted to channel like that TikTok Zoomer humor shit, and the audience did not feel that even a little bit. I took a little glance around the crowd. It was worse than a funeral. I know I had requested they do their best not to laugh, but there wasn't even like the slightest urge to laugh. Like, it was very clear that this material, even if not given that direction, would have elicited not even a single chuckle or a smirk. Now, since I wrote this before I saw the venue and all of that, I didn't know we'd have access to a stool. I would have 100% written in some classic Joe Rogan stool humping. I didn't know the tools we'd have at our disposal. I didn't know the equipment we'd be working with, so unfortunately a huge missed opportunity here for some stool fucking. That probably would have sent the crowd into gut-busting fits of laughter. Like, they would have been sounding like hyenas out there with how hysterical that would have been. But unfortunately I didn't know, so it's not in there. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know now. Don't expect any stool humping.
Oh, this one's gonna kill. Give me 1 sec. I have some props with me. I think you all can see this just fine. Okay. Sorry, I have to work with 2 phones here. All right, so you know the old story. They say you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. But you teach a man to fish and he eats for a lifetime. Those idiots never met my girlfriend. That pussy's so juicy it'd feed you for 2 lifetimes.
I can't even fucking watch it back without laughing. It was so beautifully painful. So, let me explain a little bit about this little humdinger here. So, I thought prop comedy would slay. I thought that'd be the secret sauce here, the chemical X for the routine to really flourish. Except I didn't have access to any good props. So instead, I did the worst possible idea, which was tell Matt to cue up a video of the goat screaming sound meme. So instead of it being like a prop, it was more like a soundboard to complement some of the worst written jokes I could think of. So like the juicy pussy one. Also worth noting, Matt has a wife, and she was there. So for this bit, it was now more than just me, Aaron, and Chase degenerately laughing at this. Now a couple other people were. Matt's wife, Ryan, Caleb, Zach, and Drew were now starting to laugh at how awful this routine was. It's my magnum opus of cringe coming to fruition, and we're still just in the beginning, the first act.
Wow. All right. Sorry to my wife in the crowd. Oh, sorry, a different video started. I'm new to this. Oh, God, I'm going to skip that part. Speaking of my girlfriend, she said she was tired of my indecisiveness. So I told her I decided to leave. It won't play again. I fucking hate it here. Let me pull it back up. Sorry.
You can see panic start to wash over his entire soul here. This is a war zone now, and Matt's in the center of the artillery shells of cringe. The only people laughing even a little bit were us. I honestly thought for a moment someone might start heckling him. And I think if someone did do that, Matt's heart would have stopped right there on stage. We would have had to take him out in a stretcher. Oh man. So he skipped a lot of jokes. I was actually going to really milk the shit out of the goat screaming sound effects. I wrote like a few other jokes that would end with the goat scream. So like one of them was, here, I still have it written down. I'll just read one verbatim because I mean, they're not exactly the, top shelf material here, but damn it, I would have loved to see him performed. So one of them that he obviously didn't say, I tried to masturbate to VR porn, but I wasn't ready to actually feel like I was in the scene. So when the girl squirted, it acted like a jump scare, had me going, goat scream. What I didn't plan for was how difficult it would be for Matt to use technology up there. I thought he'd be able to just hit rewind whenever he needed to, but it turns out he had autoplay on, and it went to an Elijah Wood documentary, which it threw everything out of whack. But I had a couple more jokes like that would be goat scream sound effect as the punchline. It was going to be putrid. I also had a couple scrapped ideas from the script. I was going to have a ventriloquism segment in there, but since I couldn't find props, I obviously couldn't find a ventriloquism dummy. But damn, I'm still so happy with how all of it had turned out.
All right. Okay. So I'm starting to think these aren't going over very well, so we're going to go back to the classics. You guys hearing that? Okay. All right. Sir, I am going to read your mind. You thinking of something? No, I don't got it.
There's a lot to unpack in this material here. There's a lot of nuance to it. So, after the goat screams, he abandoned that questline. He went to another joke that I wrote in there where I acknowledged in the script, hey, I guess this material's not going over well, fully anticipating a normal audience would hate it. So, I planned for the future here. So then I had him say, time to go back to the classics, and I wanted him to start armpit farting for a while. But he couldn't get any good toots going from the old pits. So he abandoned that really quick too. But I had him going around the stage doing this for a little bit and then transitioning into crowd work. So I wanted to obviously get the audience involved. I wanted him to directly interact with them. And the crowd work, I didn't have a whole lot for, so I went for the mind reader angle. And I actually thought he did a really good job of bringing that one to life. That's pretty much exactly how I scripted it.
I can do impressions, though. Foo Fighters, you come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding and you say to me that my silly faces aren't funny. Okay, that's all my time. I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Charlie, I fucking hate you.
A brilliant finale, a wonderful conclusion. I had envisioned the routine taking close to 4 to 5 minutes, but I think as it became very clear that the audience wasn't really laughing at the jokes, Matt started to speed run through the material, missing a couple very important elements to it. But overall, what an incredible performance from Matt, huh? Give it up for Matt. The stand-up career is looking promising, I must say. The way he was able to fully commit to it, I think, is nothing shy of extraordinary. And I think the audience, while they may not have, loved it in the moment, they'll look back on it fondly as a core memory. Damn. So this is how bad stand-up can get. I was there for it. And that means something. That's special. But I'll tell you what, sports fans, I certainly loved it.
Ooh, Tampa! Tampa! Damn. Oh, fuck. All right. Wow. All right. Sorry to my wife in the crowd. Oh, sorry, a different video started. I'm new to this. Oh, God, I'm going to skip that part. Speaking of my girlfriend...
So yeah, the full video for all of our performances, including mine, will be up by Friday at 8 p.m. EST on the other channel, but I had to show you this one. This one I still keep laughing about. I'm very proud of how Matt brought the material to life. I only wish I had done more. I feel like I could have utilized props more had I known there was a stool. There was a lot of notes I could have taken from Joe Rogan with the stool. Like, there's definitely room for improvement. Maybe we do it again in the future, who knows, but it was a lot of fun. That's about it. So yeah.